This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
AB Supply, this is Richard.
Hey, Richard, I talked to you several months ago. I'm calling on behalf of St. Paul Lutheran Church here in Foley, Alabama. We've got a bunch of these Corbin Model 150 door closers that basically don't work, and I'm trying to get some more information so I can present to our council, getting some of these to you so they can be rebuilt.
Okay.
And so I've got some questions, and we've never shipped anything like this, and they're fairly heavy, each individual one. People that send them to you, do they send individuals, or how does that work? I mean, if we send 4 or 5 at a time, that's going to be a pretty hefty box.
Yeah, it's a great question in the sense that I'm hardly ever asked the right way to do something when it comes to this.
Okay.
So, as you're alluding to, you could fit 10 pounds of sausage in a 10.1 pound bag, but does it really make sense? So
right.
if you're going to be using some substantial double wall and using exceptional bubble wrap, and you're going to be putting these closers into very heavy mill thickness bags and zip tying them shut, or if you're going to take that double wall and then cut some pieces of plywood. Okay, you see where I'm going. The box has to survive being dropped from about 4 feet. And if the contents won't spill out, then you're okay. I personally like to stop at 4 on that one because those puppies, they can be 10 pounds.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of the people that are going to be carrying the box will not care for the material nearly as much as you and your folks. But at the same time, if you had 7 of them to send, I'd probably try to do 2 boxes and not 3.
Yes, I agree. I agree. I mean, I guess that's another question. I guess I got to go to UPS or something like that, I guess, maybe to find out what's available as far as strength, for shipping.
Well, true. I don't know that I'd try to buy a box from those people. Meaning I might try to reuse something I already own.
Or Home Depot or Lowe's, possibly. I don't know.
Or a really good computer box. You might go to Staples or a place like that and say, hey, in your garbage can, in your dumpster, you guys got any boxes, or a grocery store? Because those guys get produce in boxes all the time. Not that
true.
That's worth your time, but a box can actually be quite expensive when you go to the Staples and the Office Maxes of the world and try to buy those.
So when you ship closers like this back, what do you guys use? Do you know?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, we use decent quality cardboard boxes, and we use really expensive bubble wrap. That's how we do it. I keep really expensive bubble wrap on the shelf. It probably won't be double wall because I can't put double wall through my shredder, so I don't usually have that. But I won't try to put 8 in a box.
Oh, really?
No, I don't. I mean, it's too heavy. Plus, between me and you, the customer's paying for the shipping. My obligation is to get it there safely. So if it's 3 boxes, so be it. It is what it is.
I agree. Yeah. Okay, so another question. I know I talked to you before, and I said we had roughly maybe between 8 and 10 closers. I haven't got an exact count on it. And you you gave me an estimate of around 32.19, which I'm not holding you to, as I'm sure things maybe have changed or whatever. And the way I look at it is if we ship these to you, you're going to give us the best price for what you do. So I'm not looking for an exact quote.
Yeah, I mean, when did you and I speak that I said 32.19?
Good question. I would say it's probably been a couple months or so.
It doesn't sound right. Was it purely verbal, or was there an email involved?
No, it was verbal, and that was for like 8 closers.
Okay, I mean, the pricing's on the site, so I don't fabricate those numbers on conversation, so it's whatever is there. It doesn't sound like it's, well, admittedly, I'm not looking at the website, so I don't know what it is. That could be correct. It sounds like it's too light as far as I'm concerned, but you'll find it on the website when you search that Corbin 150.
Okay. Another thing is, are there right and left-hand closers or no?
Well, not when they ship from the factory and come out of the box. So most people are not paying attention when they remove it from the door. And what that means is the way that you set the handing on those closers is that you have a ratchet pin and a ratchet. And using the spanner wrench that would have come with it originally, you rotate that ratchet to set the tension for either a left-hand or a right-hand door. So when you ship those to us, you're going to want to first remove the tension on the ratchet to pull out the ratchet pin or the gizmo that's holding tension on that spring. You're going to want to make a mental note of the direction, clockwise or counterclockwise, as to how you're doing that. Because when you go to reinstall it, you're going to have to repeat that procedure in reverse order. And people call up and say, this closer you sent me doesn't work. I'm like, what do you mean? There's no tension on the spring. Like, yeah, because you haven't completed the installation. So, and, I didn't know I had to do that. Because what happens is a lot of times people don't take the closers off themselves. They have a handyman do it, or someone else, or a husband, or a wife.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to become a field door closer technician. Now, I do have a video on the internet that kind of gives an abbreviated version of what the principle of all of this is. But what I just said to you, if you kind of just record that in your head, and then when you go to a closer and get up on a ladder and study it, because it's 19th century technology. It's not going to escape the modern man's ability to comprehend. Brilliant. I'm sure the guys were that invented that material. Because the secret is that torsion spring inside of there, if you imagine it in your mind's eye, or like the spring that's on your overhead closer, let's say, but if you just held that in your hands, if you turned it clockwise or counterclockwise, it's going to store energy in either direction. And that's the same concept. That's why they're not, that's what makes them non-handed. And it's exceptionally brilliant. Yeah. But I had a widow call me last week, and she's trying to get this thing reinstalled, and the poor lady is just, she's not a door closer technician. She's, and some women are, but this lady isn't. And she can spend the $400 to repair it, but she gets it back and can't get one side of the Rubik's Cube. It's bad.
Yeah, gotcha. Instructions on these doors. When you send these back, can we get instructions we will probably have a door installer or, a closer installer that we've had before do these. And I'm not sure, what they know about these type of closers. I have no idea.
What I would want is for you to email me a photograph of it. And if I don't have any archival information on it, I can reach out to people I know in the industry to see if they've got anything. Because you're talking technology that is several decades old, and it may literally have to be, we're going to write the instruction manual over the telephone. But send me a photo of one of them. Send me 3 photos, like blueprint style, elevation, plan view, and right side view. And let me see what I can come up with because, like I said to the widow last week, you're going to want to know where the mines are in the field before you take a stroll.
Yeah, what I wrote down is that these are Corbin 43/3 Model 150s.
Okay. Yeah, the issue is there are so many derivatives of these closers that seeing it is going to help me know which one you've got.
Gotcha.
And plus, none of those guys are still alive. And, if you were to call the factory, the guys there, they do not know anything about it.
Okay, right. And your turnaround time, I think you told me before, is approximately 3 weeks.
Yes, sir. That's accurate.
Okay.
And plus, when I get your email, I can send you a proper quote.
Okay. All right. You want that now?
I'm not at a computer. So recorded.
Okay.
I'm in the shop putting shelving together. So I can give you my email address. You can take those 3 photos and send that to me.
Okay.
So it's
Go ahead.
it's on the website. It's sales, SALES, and then it's at, same as the website, absupply.net.
Okay. Okay, I will do that.
All right, sir. I'll watch for it, and we'll communicate back to you.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.